I'm on, then I'm off, and then I'm on. I must have some kind of glitch in the internet. So hopefully I get to stay on, but it's Danielle with Inspire Me to DIY. And I put a picture out, about an hour ago maybe, to ask people, could they guess what we were making? Well, we are making little lavender sachets. These are the two that I made. This one's got a sweet little ribbon on it, and this one's got some buttons on it. But I thought for Mother's Day, this would be the perfect thing, especially if you made a couple of them, maybe 4 or 5, and tied them together with a ribbon for Mom. These smell amazing. And let me tell you, my dog is right here at my side because lavender is his favorite of all times. When I lived up north and I could grow lavender, he would always be in that patch of the yard where all my lavender bushes were. So I knew that he loved lavender. And I have bought in a couple of plants since we've been here. They don't live. Even if I try to grow them in the house, they just don't seem to make it here. So he's right by my side because the whole house smells amazing. What I did was I bought this bag of lavender. It's Hijungus. It's big. And I got it on Amazon. I can't remember exactly the price. I know I'm holding up your lavender. What do you think? There it is. I got it on Amazon and it wasn't too expensive. I think it was under $10, but there's a lot here. And then I'm going to mix it with some whole grain rice that I got at the grocery store. It's a 2-pound bag. That's way more than you're going to need. Are you good? You just going to lay down? No, you're going to walk. So what I did is I poured some lavender in one of my Fiesta bowls. This is an antique. And then this is a newer version, but I poured the rice in here. And then I'm going to mix it up and put it in this little bowl. You need, for this project, you're going to need 1/2 cup of rice and 1/4 cup of lavender. And it makes about 2.5 of these. So that's not bad at all. You can make up tons of this stuff in no time. And spoiler alert to all my girlfriends, you're going to get some. Yay! So let's get started. I bought some fabric at Walmart. They sell it 1 yard of fabric already cut for like $4. Look at this purple. Isn't that gorgeous? It almost looks like lavender, but it's little purple flower petals. So I have that. And then I have, what? Oh, you're just watching? Okay. And then I have purple and pink flowers on this. I thought it would be perfect for the lavender scent. Now, if you don't want to use lavender, you can use rosebud. You can use, they have lily of the valley, peony, all sorts of different scents that maybe Mom doesn't like lavender. Maybe she likes something else, but Carl likes lavender, so that's what we went with today. I got 2 of them. Let's start, and I'm going to make a 4-inch by 4-inch square. I'm going to cut that out of this, and you can see I've already done some of it. Let's see. I try to cut it. I never want to cut a huge chunk of fabric and then put my design on that or whatever, my pattern, because you want to save as much fabric as possible. And I cut 2 of them out, so this is how much of the fabric I use. I'm going to cut more out here and just go straight across. I have a tape measure that I use for construction, and that's what I started with this. But then I found this cute little ruler. Geez, I have no words. From our American Legion up north that I used to belong to. So much easier to use. And I'm going to use my pinking shears. If you don't know what that is, there you go. They make like a little zigzag cut. And yeah, you can see I kind of broke the tip off of one. Don't try to use these to pry things with because this is what happens. But they still work good for this project. I am going to put on my readers because I'm of age, and I am going to measure out 4 inches by 4 inches, and actually it's going to be like 4 1/4 because I want to leave room for my little zigzag. So about right there, I go across, and then do my 4 inches here, my 4 inches here. And since I already have some cut out, I don't have to actually measure as carefully as I did for the others. I mean, I did 4 inches here and 4 inches here, but normally I'd have to mark here and to make my line. Ugh. All right, so let's cut out. And I'm gonna cut just to the outside of my line. So it's gonna be slightly bigger than 4 by 4, but that's okay because then you can get more of the smelly stuff inside. So I looked up the origin of sachets, and see, I don't have a zigzag on that side. See how it did there? So I need to cut across there and even that up. So in 1838, I know you guys are getting a history lesson here. In France, they started the sachet, and sachet meaning little sack. That's what it means in French, kid you not. For ladies to embroider, mostly, because they didn't have the fancy fabrics we have now. They had mostly linens and cottons. So they would embroider pretty things on the outside and then put scented powder on the inside. And I don't know, but I think it's because they didn't have a lot of, nice smelling fabric softeners and stuff like that back in the day. And in fact, a lot of the clothing didn't get washed at all. It just got aired out. So you kind of needed something to keep it from getting a little funky. So I think that's probably why they started this. But I could imagine the scented powders just kind of getting all over your clothes. So I'm really glad that we have essential oils now. And I do have some lavender essential oil to go in this, but unfortunately, it's empty. So I ordered more on Amazon. It's not coming in until tomorrow. It is what it is. So we'll just go with it from there. So I cut one of these out, and let me cut one from the other fabric because I just think both of these are so darn cute. And you can, if you wanted to make sachets out of all of this, you could get a whole bunch. These would even be a great gift to give as a bridal, at a bridal shower, or as a, I don't know, you could even give it as a housewarming present because it kind of goes in your home. I know I'm kind of stretching it there, but you could. I like to give it to my girlfriends because we all really enjoy the lavender smell. And it's just kind of a fun little gift to give for Mother's Day, Easter, I don't know, someone's birthday, or no reason at all, just to give it because you love somebody. Okay. There are so many different scents out there now that weren't out back in the day. And by back in the day, I'm meaning 1838. I'm sure I know the French were known for their cologne or their perfumes, but it wasn't something everybody could afford. Still isn't really, some of those colognes. Okay, so I have 2 of those cut out, and I'm going to use hot glue for this only because the fabric glue works pretty good, but you have to hold it for a while and then let it set. And we don't want to do that here. We want it done and done. So I'm going to use hot glue. And what you want is you don't want the outside or the inside showing. So you want to flip it over so the pretty side is showing. And I want my fabrics to go the same way. I don't want one sideways and one, although you could. All right, so I have found it best not to glue around all the sides and then stick it down because some of your glue is already set up and it won't adhere properly. So I like to do one side at a time. So what I'm going to do is, let's see if I get my glue gun working. There we go. We're going to do one side and put it down immediately. And of course, I didn't put my little silicone finger on. There we go. Okay. Now you only want to do 3 sides, because if you close it completely, you can't get all your smelly stuff inside. So let's do that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll do this one, and then while it's setting, we'll do the other one. So it does give it a little time to dry. These silicone finger things, y'all, are a lifesaver. Let me tell you. Friend gave me these. I think you can get them at Dollar Quarter Tree. But they have saved my fingers tremendously. I always say that I could probably rob a bank because I have taken off all of the fingerprints that I have with a hot glue gun. Not that I would rob a bank, but you know, you get it, right? Okay, I need to trim this a little bit because see that edge sticking out? And that's not pretty. I must have just not got it on there great. Now you don't have to use pinking shears. I like to use them because I just like the little jig-jaggy edge. You can use regular scissors. It's not a big deal. All right, let's let that one dry. Oh, my dog got up so he could sit down somewhere else. He got dropsy today. Okay, I don't think there's an upside down and a right side up to this because of the pattern with all the flowers go in this every which way. So let's see. Put that down. And you really want to get it done quick because it will set up, and then you might have little holes here and there in your little sack. And when I was putting my lavender in the ones that I already have done, where are they? Here they are. I did have a couple of holes and things were starting to come out, so I had to re-glue in certain areas, and you might have to do that. Oh my gosh, guys, this smell, the whole house is just totally smelling like lavender right now. So if you don't like the smell of lavender, you're not going to like the smell of my house right now. Okay, there's one side. Let's get this going. Come on. All right. So easy to do. And you know, there's so many variations, endless. You can put ribbons, you can embroider this, which I would love to get an embroidered one. I think that would be really spectacular. And I have embroidered in the past, but it's been so darn long that I would kind of have to revisit my skills. All right. Oh, got it good. I didn't think I got the corner. Did I get 3 sides of this? I did. Making sure that, yeah, all looks pretty good. Let me put my finger through this one. See if I have any holes. Don't think so. All right. Put my glue gun over to the side because we don't need him right now. Now, what I did, let me get some of this stuff out of the way. I have a huge dining room table. You'd think it would be big enough, but right now, just not so much. I like to use rice only because if you used all lavender, that could get pretty pricey, and rice really holds your essential oil scent. It'll kind of suck it up and it'll last forever. So I'm going to add it to what I already have here because I need more to fill these. Okay. And I try to funnel to put them into my bags, but the holes in the end of my funnel were too small. Let me put a little more in there. So it wouldn't go through well. So it was just easier to do it with a sponge, yes, with a spoon. How about that? So I just do a level and pour that in there. Oh, it smells so amazing. All right. And I might have 1 or 2 drops left in here, but not a lot. I'm going to take the little stopper. Maybe I'm going to take the little stopper off. Ooh, don't try this at home. There we go. Do I have any in there? Well, got a couple of drops in there. Oh, look at that. Well, not a lot. Okay. All right, and then I look at little bottles like this and go, oh, what can I use that for? Recycle it. Do not keep all that, because I have a tendency. All right, so I'm going to stir this up so I get a good mix here. Got an escapee. Let's use my hands. Sometimes hands are the best tool we have, right? Okay. So should I decorate the outside of these first before I fill it, or should I fill it and then decorate it? Let's put a little decoration on the outside first. Okay. I have made up some little ribbons ahead of time, or little bows, I should say. We could do a couple of bows on there. And I have my trusty button box with, look at, these are all my pearl buttons. I love those, especially for little antique-y things. But look at all these buttons that I have. This used to be my mom's button box. And so there's so many memories here. Back when my mom was still around, she would, there wasn't a lot of Goodwill and stuff like that, so we would use our clothes either as car rags, or, you know, to wash your car with, or rags for cleaning the house, stuff like that. But she would always cut the buttons off first and save those, because me, growing up, it never failed. I was always missing a button from something, because I was your typical hang upside down from the tree kid. So it was not uncommon for me to have a white button-down shirt with different buttons all the way down. But it was kind of cool, and now that's a thing. So my mom didn't know it, but back then, now it's a thing. She was way ahead of her time. So I have, let's see, I have oranges and blues. I don't have a lot of purple. Sorry about the noise, because I'm sure this is probably pretty loud when I move around in it. There's a navy blue. No, I don't like that. Here's a smaller blue. Oh, here's a pink. Here's a larger pink. I don't know, can you guys see all that I'm pulling out? And I thought I saw purple in here. Yes. Oh, there's a purple star. I kind of like that. But it needs a pop of something. What does it need a pop of? I like that pink a little better. Oh, glitter. That's what it needs. It needs a pop of glitter. So here, let's see if I do my little, can you see that? My glitter button and my little star button. And maybe, and hot glue is perfect for this, because it really sticks to the plastic. I think I'm gonna triple layer it. Now remember, for the most part, these are gonna go in your drawers, and I like to put them in the drawers with all my t-shirts, because it makes my t-shirt smell a little nice. And I also like it in my underwear drawer, because who doesn't want lavender underwear, right? Okay, sticking that on top, and I'm just kind of haphazardly putting them on there so it looks like they just kind of fell into place. All right, we're going to stick you off. Oh, it's glued to the board. Stick him off to the side to dry. And if you put something on the top, you want to put something in between to glue it, because you don't want the layers sticking together. So I'm just going to put my scissors in there. Just kind of rest it there. So I'm going to glue something right on the top here. Oh, I like that. Let's do that. Aww. Oh, so cute. I love it. Let's do that. And I like that just like that. I don't think it really needs anything in the middle. No, it just doesn't look good. Although that does. Let me see if I have a smaller blue. Oh, right on top. Is that blue? Nope, that's green. I'm just looking for an itty bitty button that would look sweet on there. I have a, is this little enough? I have a little, no. I know I'm talking to myself, right? I have this itty bitty pink one that I like. Let's try that on there. I have my cord to my glue gun kind of tied up around the chair because Carl was laying on top of it, and that could be a disaster waiting to happen. Right, buddy? You smelling all the lavender? Are you? Good old dog. Okay. Oh, glue string. Look. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. All right, so then let's do this one up. I think I'm going to use the button stack that I did. Let's see how this goes. Hi, Carl dog. What's going on, buddy? Yeah. Breaking the house. Don't break the house. Okay, I'm going to let that dry a little bit with my scissors in there. So let's fill one of these and then glue it shut. Oh, God, I think this one, this one by far is my favorite. Do you like this one? Yeah? Could I put some, oh, I'm going to put some lavender sachets in your dog bed. You will love it. That's kind of your thing, isn't it? All right. Probably fill this over the top of the bowl. And you don't want to overfill it because I did that with the first one and it was really hard to glue shut. So I had to take some of it out. Maybe just a little bit more. So do you have plans for Mother's Day? Are you taking Mom out someplace cool, or are you getting taken out someplace cool? Dinner is always acceptable. Dinner, flowers, all that stuff. I remember when my kids were small and they made me breakfast in bed. How come you never made me breakfast in bed? But they would make me breakfast in bed, and the one Mother's Day we were out of milk. So they poured orange juice in my cereal. So when they brought it in, they were so excited, and I could hear everything rustling around, so I pretended to be asleep. And they came in. Oh, I got it. And I saw the orange juice in the cereal, and I took a bite. It was delicious, I told them. And then I asked them if they could go and get me, I think it was salt or sugar or something that I needed. So as they ran out of the room, I kind of like dumped it in the trash can and then had my empty bowl. I know, don't tell them. So when they came back in, I told them it was delicious and I had eaten the whole thing. So the things we do for our children. But now I live far away from them, and it's kind of sad. But I'm pretty sure I'll get at least a text or a call or something for Mother's Day. Let's hope, fingers crossed. So here's this one. Oh my gosh, I like this one, and I like the one with the buttons also. But I'm really liking the bow. I kind of like these two. Can you see the purple bow on there? Isn't that sweet? Thank you, Chris. You like this shirt? I love this color also. And for being a redhead, sometimes you got to be really careful what you wear. And I got this in the mail, but when it came in, I was like, oh, I love it. So I was pretty happy with it. Thank you so much for saying that. All right, we're going to fill this one, and then I have 2 more to glue. So let's get to gluing. I am going to glue these so they have a chance to dry. I'm going to need another glue stick. Let me tell you, I go through glue sticks like crazy. But you guys probably already knew that. Everything. Yeah, I got it right. Just checking to see if the pattern was all going the same way. And I guess it doesn't really matter. In fact, it might make it more interesting if it wasn't all going the same. Okay, there's one. Yeah, come on. There we go. There is I guess it's called the Mother Load of All Junk. And it's like a giant sale. I guess, I don't know if it's like antiques or flea market or what it is. I just saw it as an event on Facebook. And it's on Mother's Day. So my girlfriend and I and our husbands are going to go there. So I'm kind of looking forward to it because I have no idea what to expect. So it should be pretty fun. So that'll be my big Mother's Day adventure. All right, get this one glued up. I need one of these silicone finger things for every finger. But I'm doing pretty good not frying my hands. That's one thing that I have a great skill in, is burning myself with a glue gun. Not with the gun itself, but with hot glue. Oops. There we go. I have glue strings everywhere, and I hate that. It feels like spider webs. Ugh. Not a fan. Okay, that's the third side of that one. And I think I'm just going to use the little bows that I already made up for that. And if I want to do buttons later, I can, but I kind of really liking just the bows. Do I want pink on the pink and purple on the purple? Nope, I like it mixed up. That way you can see it better. Use my scissors. And I've been just putting my bows and stuff in the corner, but I think I'm going to put this one in the center. I think it looks really pretty. Okay. And maybe I'll stick my ruler in this one. Just something that won't stick the two halves together. Two halves of my fabric. Cute. All right. And I might add a little button here later. Let's fill this one while those guys are drying. And then I'll bring them on camera so you can see it all. I've been experimenting with different camera angles while I'm doing crafts, because a lot of times people will say, oh, bring it up on the screen. I can't see it. And so I'm trying to get better with that. But then I notice you probably don't see as well as I would like you to on this. Okay. Yep, and I don't have any holes because I have nothing leaking out. There's that. There we go. Now you can sew these also, and I probably will sew a few of them, but not everybody has access to a sewing machine. So I thought I would glue these today and make it so anybody can make these. Okay. got it. All right, there's that one. Oh my gosh. I love that flower on there. That is so cute. All right. Are these good? It looks like they're good to go. I might have to put a little bit more lavender and rice in here because I don't think I have enough for 2 of them. We'll see. It might surprise me. Now, you're going to, if you make these, you're going to want to use glass like I am, glass bowls, because if you use plastic, it's really going to leave the smell in there, and sometimes that's just not appetizing. If you try to use the bowl for food or anything, it's going to have that perfumey taste to it, and that's not good eats. I only have enough for 1. Let's see how much. Yep. So I'll have to mix up another batch, but that's okay because I plan on making so many of these. Okay. And I just kind of pull it tight and it brings the 2 ends together, and then it's nice and straight. Oh, isn't that sweet? A whole stack of these then tied with a pretty pink ribbon. Very, very cute. All right, let's do one more batch. And look how much I have left. I mean, I have enough for a lot of things. I don't know how much is in here. A pound. A pound. And a pound is a lot because lavender doesn't weigh a whole lot. And when I was growing it, just pulling these little buds off of all the stems, that's a lot of work. So I'm amazed that this is as inexpensive as it is. Okay. I love Fiesta ware. It's just, I'm a big fan of color, and Fiesta ware comes in every color known to man. And of course, if you collect something, you know what your favorite is. So it's kind of hard to have somebody buy you something that's what you collect, because a lot of times you don't get the colors you like. So if you tell somebody, oh yes, I love Fiesta ware, make sure you tell them what colors are your favorites, just in case they want to buy you some. Or find you some at an antique mall. Sometimes Goodwill has it, and it's pretty exciting when you find it at Goodwill because the price is just amazing. Good antique Fiesta ware that has no chips in it can be pretty expensive. But what I love is the colors that they have now are just stunning. And some of the antique colors are a little blah. Like they have one that, I don't even know what it was called. I thought it was flamingo, and I love flamingo, the pink Fiesta ware. But it's not called that. It looks like, it's just kind of beigey blah. So I'm not sure what the color is. I know it's not the ivory. But I had a sugar bowl and creamer in that color, and it was just like, you know, it was given to me, and it's like, oh, thank you. But just because it's Fiesta ware doesn't mean it's like your favorite. Okay, here's the last one. Now, my little pearly buttons, see, let's probably get a glare. I've been collecting these, and friends have given me a bunch. I love these, and I want to do a whole project with just these. That's why I haven't used it on any of this stuff. But you could, and it would look amazing, I'm sure. Oh, don't melt the cord. There we go. So this is what I have today for Mother's Day. Little sachets. Let's see if I can bring them onto camera so you can see them nice and close. And this is my pink flowered one and my purple flowered one. See, it's kind of, I don't know, maybe it looks more like hydrangea, but I love it. So if you want to make these and you want to watch the video again so you have a reference as to measurements and all that, hit the little, hit the little follow at the top, and you can see all my videos. You can catch me on Instagram and YouTube to see all my videos and see what I'm up to, because I'm usually up to something. So I would love it if you followed me. I have a blog, inspiremetodiy.com, that I would love for you to sign up for. You get a newsletter once a week. I don't bother you other than that. And you can browse the whole blog to see if it's something you're interested in. It's a lot of crafts, a lot of home DIY, a lot of good ideas on how to fix up your home with not a lot of money, and like just little tweaks to your kitchen to make it look upscale and make it look like, wow, beautiful, when you can smile, especially inside, and say, that only cost under $20. So I have a lot of those projects on my blog. So thank you for joining me this Saturday, and I should be live next Saturday, the day before Mother's Day. So tune in and you can see what we're up to and what I plan on doing for my friends that are moms, whether they're fur baby moms, plant moms, any kind of mom, cat mom, dog mom. So tune in, and I hope to see you. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun today. Bye.